What is up? What is up? What is up? I'm Teacher Shanice. I'm back with the story time. Okay, before we get into the story time, let me tell you what I've been through to get these story times out, okay? I done recorded this particular story time 3 times. The first time, I had to stop because the battery overheated and whatever. Second time, I finished the story all the way through, no audio. Third time, no, sorry. The second time I recorded this story time, I missed a lot of pieces. I'm like, oh, crap, now I gotta do it again. And the third time I recorded it, I didn't have no audio. So yeah, we better make sure this goes right this time, because otherwise, I want to make sure to get this story time out to y'all, because I know y'all been looking for it, and quite frankly, I gotta still get that vlog out to y'all. Then I'm going to see Chris Brown in Vegas within like 2 weeks, so it's gonna be a lot of different content coming, right? So I wanted to get these story times out. So today we're going back to Halle. This is part 3, I want to say. So like I said, in the last story we talked about her, and I can't even think of the dude name that I gave him, but the guy, if you watched the last video. And it ain't really much to that left. It's just a matter of they went back and forth until they ain't go back and forth no more, okay? So that was that. Moving on to the next issue that comes with her, okay? So I told you that me and her were promoting events and parties, mostly in the Detroit area, right? Something about her doing that though gave her like a false sense of reality, because I really feel like the only reason why she wanted to be a promoter was to be able to flex, like to be, is that what I'm trying to say? Yeah, to be able to flex and to be able to, like, you know, show people that she gets all these perks and all these benefits of getting into the club and not having to wait in line, not having to pay, etc., etc. And to me, that was corny. Let me just put it out there. I think that's corny for that to be the reason why you want to be a promoter, right? But I really do think that was the case, because like I told you, she's very attention forward. Like, she likes a lot of attention. All eyes got to be on her. Everything got to be about her. So yeah, that's actually not too far-fetched. Now for me, I never really wanted to be a promoter. I mean, I'm not gonna say I was against it. It wasn't that. It just wasn't on my radar. But once I started learning the game and learning how things go, I was like, okay, I kind of like this. But I liked it in the sense that I like seeing people have a good time, right? I love to be the reason why people really put their clothes on and they come outside and they have a good time and they leave and they talk about how good of a time they had at my event, right? That's kind of what drove me to keep party promoting even without her, right? One thing that she did was she just was too friendly. Now, I'm a girl's girl, okay? But I'm a girl's girl to a certain level, okay? There's levels to being a girl's girl. She was the type of female where, like, let's just say we was at the mall, right? Say we was in the food court and, you know, we eating or whatever. And she'll see a girl and like her outfit, like, oh my God, I like your outfit, so cute. The girl be like, oh, thank you so much. Then Halle will be like, oh, do you like parties? And let's say the girl like, oh yeah. She'll be like, oh, you should come with us to Detroit. That's the kind of stuff that she would do. And I'm like, no. So that's where we going with this story time, okay? She was just very green. Like, when it came to people, like, you just too trusting of people, and you so busy trying to show off and flex that we really getting done up. Like, all right, so let's jump into it, right? So I'm gonna give y'all a mini story, then I'm gonna jump into like the main story, right? So to give you a couple ideas of what I'm talking about, Halle essentially had her own set of friends, right? That she had before she met me. And we never blended all these people together. Like, I blended her with my friend group, but I never had an interest in blending with hers because they just did stuff a lot different from me. But anyway, neither here nor there. So anyway, let's see. Halle had a friend, we're gonna call her Jade, right? Jade had a cousin, we're gonna call her China. So me and China went to high school together. I never had no beef with her, but she wasn't nobody that I would kick it with. You know, like, it wasn't no issues and nothing, but she just wasn't nobody that I would just go out my way to hang out with either. You know what I'm saying? The thing about this that makes it awkward is the fact that I remember Halle telling me that she didn't really care for China, right? And she was kind of like, you know, she kind of get on my nerves, this, that, and the third. So that's the last thing I remember Halle saying about China before this happens, right? So boom, we going to Detroit. This wasn't our event though. We was going just to go. Like, this is one weekend. We didn't have nothing like scheduled. So we essentially was just going out just to go down. We were supporting some other promoters that we know, right? Now, it's important to know that at this point in time, we are new to the Detroit scene, okay? And no, I never consider us to be no big time promoters, and I never considered it to be that way. I feel like we had a couple wins down there, but it wasn't like if you talk about heavy hitter promoters, our name would come up. That's just me, right? Yeah, like I said, so this particular time we were going down to Detroit just to go, and so she hits me up. She's like, "Is it okay if China comes with us?" And I'm like, "The only China I know is your friend Jade's cousin, China. Is that who you talking about?" She's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "When did y'all get cool? You made it seem like you don't care for her. And is Jade coming?" She was like, "No, Jade not coming. Jade has to work, but China still wanted to go." I'm like, this is weird, because like I don't hang out with girls I don't like. I mean, like anybody that I don't really care for, I don't just be kicking it with them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just me. But anyway, I'm like, I mean, if you okay with her coming, I guess. Like, but I did tell her, you got to be careful about just inviting these random girls with us to Detroit. Like, okay, because sidebar, another thing that was happening was, for one thing, I had ended up getting a new. Remember in the last video I said I didn't have a car yet, right? But by this time I had got a car, and I had a brand new black G6. It was fully loaded, right? So my car was fly. So one thing that Haley was starting to do, she would always want me to drive because I had the flyer car. Like I told you, everything's about looks and aesthetics and looking like somebody, right? Somehow, and at the time I didn't mind driving because I got a new car, whatever. But looking back, it's like you got done up. Like in hindsight, it's like she used you. Like she didn't want to drive her car because to her her car was just, how did she put it? Like it just wasn't what she would think that people would think a promoter would drive. Did that make sense? Like, and it's like, who cares what people think? You got a car, like, who cares? But to her, it's just all about looks. It's all about putting on. So that happened. So I told her, I was like, you know, you want to be inviting all these different girls with us to Detroit. I don't like girls sitting behind me that I don't know. Like, I'm not finna get snuck in my own car because you inviting all these randos to where we come. And it's like, and then what ended up happening was she would invite these girls, and these girls would come with no money because they were like, "Oh, y'all the promoters, I should be good, right?" It's like, I don't understand that mentality. Regardless if I'm working with a promoter or not, I'm going to have my money. Like, come on now, like you just don't never know what's gonna happen. And that was happening a lot. She be inviting all these different girls, and I'm like, I don't know who these people are. She just be just randomly calling them her friends. It was just too much. But whatever. That what was happening, right? Boom, China. So I was like, I don't care if China come. If you cool with China being there, I mean that's on you. Cause I mean I ain't got no problem with her, but she also not my friend, right? So China decides to come. Cool. So China, I feel like she got dropped off at Haley's house. I don't remember her driving a car. If there was a car for her, I don't remember it being there. So she essentially is at Haley's house. So I go to Haley's house and I get both of them, right? I done went and I got my gas, I got my cash, whatever. I'm ready to go. I get them. Before we get on the highway, there's a street of like all banks, right, and credit unions. So I'm like, does anybody need to stop and get cash before we go? Haley says, no, I already got my cash. Okay, cool. China, what about you? She's like, well, I need cash? Huh? You leaving your city, ain't you? Why wouldn't you need cash? You know, y'all say y'all promoters, whatever, I should be good. I say, yeah, but this is also not our event. So I can't guarantee you free entry into somebody else's event. I can guarantee myself. I know that me and her will probably be good, but I can't just be bringing a bunch of people with me and expect them to let all of us in for free. Like, I was like, I can't vouch for that. So if you need to get some money, you need to tell me now so I can stop. She's like, well, I guess I need to get some money out. Lord Jesus. Wow. Yeah, I guess you do too. Like, cause what? I stop at her bank of choice, whatever, and she gets some money. Now, I didn't see how much she got out. I didn't care. That's not my business, right? I'm not looking out the window to see how much money this girl's pulling out the ATM machine. I'm just not. So I just mind my business. So cool. We in the car. Everybody turned up. We playing music and this, that, and the third. And so we get down there, right? The first thing that you're going to have to pay for is parking. Now, keep in mind, this is like a Friday night, I want to say. So Friday night, downtown Detroit, at this point in time, you're going to pay at least $20, right? And that's on a night ain't really nothing happening besides nightlife, right? So now I was very good at parallel parking, so I could probably get a spot on the street. But you talking about showing up 11:30 close to midnight, you not getting no. If you do, you lucked up real good. But I wasn't banking on that. I'm trying to be as close to the venue as possible. I'm not trying to drive around and park blocks away just to park for free. And we walking in heels. No, we're not doing none of that. So in actuality, I think what I did was I valeted. So yeah, that's exactly what happened. I valeted, and so that was like 20. So I was like, okay, everybody, it's 20. So I'm looking at everybody like, okay. So Halle gives me 5 because I guess we all under pressure, we breaking it down. So I'm looking at China like, she's like, oh, I gotta pay?
You fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb?
Why would you think you wouldn't have to? Are you not in the same car that's being parked? Yes, we all breaking the parking down. Like, what? We talking $5. So she was like, well, I don't have any change. And I'm like, well, what do you have? And she's like, I got a 20 on me. I was like, give me your 20, I'm gonna give you 4 5s. She's like, all right. Well, 3 5s, I'm getting my 5 out of there, right? So essentially that's still a missing $5, but I wasn't tripping on that. I went ahead and I ate that up, right? So that's that. So she's like, dang it, I wish I would have known how to pay for parking. It's just like, that's what I'm saying. The type of females you're inviting with us don't even have the common sense to know they gotta pay for stuff. Like, it's not just getting into the club. It's parking. And it's just having money. As females, let me tell y'all something. As females, going anywhere without no money is super dangerous, for one thing, okay? Not only is it tacky, but it's dangerous because you just never know what's gonna happen, and you out here with nothing. Like, come on now. So we get up to the club, right? And the security guards are, oh yeah, they good, they promote us, whatever. He's like, but I don't know about her, pointing at China. So I'm like, so I'm looking at Halle, that's your friend. I'm not finna vouch for nobody. I wasn't even in favor of the girl really coming for real. Like, it wasn't like I invited her. This is your friend, so you do the wordplay with that, cause he said I'm good. Like, hey, I'm walking in, right? So Halle was like, well, is it okay she get in? It was like, you gotta talk to the promoters about that. So it just so happened that one of the promoters that come around, I don't know him like that. I don't think Halle did either. She's like, hey, we so-and-so. I ain't gonna tell you all that. Yeah, we so-and-so, she's with us and she good. He was like, nah, she gotta at least pay 10. So, I'm like, okay, well, girl, he said it's 10. Like, that's half of what they charging. I think they were charging like 20 at the door. This girl was like, but if I pay 10, then I'm only gonna be left with 10 for drinks. I said, huh? And Halle was like, what do you mean you only gonna be left with 10 for drinks? She was like, because I just gave T 5 for the parking, and now they charging me 10. That's 15. I'm only had $10 left. I was like, so you out here with only $25? She's like, well, I didn't think I needed a whole lot of money. So I was like, I was like, Halle, what do y'all want to do? So Halle ends up paying for China to get in. She better than me, because I was like, girl, this just too much. Like, and then you saying drinks with an S. Like, I don't see you getting more than one drink with $10 at the time. Now, I don't know about you getting no $10 drink. I don't know. It depends where you at, I guess. So I'm just like, I'm just embarrassed, because I'm like, bro, we really up at the front, like, not arguing, but trying to figure out how we gonna pay $10. Like, well, not we, but I'm with somebody who's trying to figure out how she's gonna pay $10 to get in this club. I am utterly annoyed. Like, so yeah, Halle ends up paying for it, and then we get in, and that was that. Then another thing was, when we got into the club, she was doing this dumb thing where, like, she was walking around trying to figure out who was gonna buy her a drink. Just a whole lot of broke chick sports. Like, it was too much. So that's the mini story of the type of caliber of females that she be just be bringing around, any female. And I was like, I don't know if you do that on purpose to make it look like you the big dog, or if you really just don't have no type of, like, regard of who you inviting. I don't want no tacky broke females with me. Like, I just don't. It's embarrassing. Like, we down here as promoters, and then we be this a caliber of female you got with us. Like, when it came to my friends are all big steppers. Like, we always come and fly. They all came with money. They more likely to be good. Another thing, she probably would have been free, but I mean, consider what she had on, how she was looking. Yeah, I probably wouldn't let her in for free either. Like, she didn't even put no effort in. Like, she would have, like, really stepped. They probably would have been like, don't worry about it, she good. But she yeah, whatever. I don't want to get too deep into that, because that sounds like I'm hating on her, and that's definitely not it, right? It's like a mini story to segue into the main story, right? So boom. Okay. Now, Haley knew this girl. We gonna call her. Okay, I don't like Megan from Bad Girls Club. We gonna call this girl Megan, right? So, Megan. Megan was a year older than, maybe a year or two older than me. So that means she got about 3 years on Haley, right? 3 or 4. Probably, I think it was like 3. I don't really know the origin of their friendship, like how they connected, because they weren't really in the same circles. So I can't tell you how they connected, but somehow they connected. It wasn't like she worked with us or anything like that, so I don't really know where she came from, but out the blue, I just noticed that Haley was kicking it with Megan hard. Now, I already didn't care for Megan since high school. I don't want to get too deep into why. It's just, I ain't like the way she did certain stuff, right? So, didn't really care for her. So, whenever Haley would hang out with Megan, I would always tell her, like, leave me out of it. Like, I'm not going nowhere with y'all. Like, and if you try to invite her on, like, an event that we're both promoting, you got to drive yourself. I don't want her in my car. And she's like, dang, like, is that bad? It's like, yeah, I don't fuck with her. Like, I don't like her. She's not no friend of mine, so I'm just telling you now, that's just how it's gonna have to be, right? Okay, so yeah, my camera died. So yeah, I was pretty much telling her, like, yeah, if you plan on inviting her, you gonna have to drive yourself, because I don't want her in my car. I don't like her. So that's that, right? So they hanging out. They going, it's times where they going to Detroit. It's times where they going, just different things. They just be hanging out heavy, right? So this goes on for about, say about a month or 2, right? Next thing I know, Haley tells me, yeah, you know, I was hanging out with Megan, and Megan says that she wants to be a party promoter now. I was like, I saw that coming a mile away. I was like, she was hanging around you for a reason. Like, she's hoping you can put her on. That's why she's telling you. She's like, you think so? I'm telling you. She's a snake. Like, okay, we getting there. We gonna get there, though. I was like, but she was not hanging around you just because she felt like she liked to. It was a motive. So I was like, so what did you tell her? And she was like, I just told her, like, you know, anything you need, I help you set. I was like, why would you tell her that? And she was like, oh, you know, because I want to be able to help. No, fool, that's going to be your competition. Like, no, you're not gonna give her all your resources, and you're not going to do that. No, you're not. You don't even know, like, what she can do as a promoter, if she's even a promoter, which they weren't, but we get into that. But it's just like, why would you just... Common sense, let alone businesses, will tell you don't front your move to a possible competitor. Like, no, right? So I'm just like, I ain't getting in too deep into that, but I'm like, I already felt like she was hanging around you for a motive, but neither here nor there, right? So she decides she wants to be a promoter. Here's the thing. When me and Haley was promoting, we hardly ever was promoting our city. It was very rare that we had events in our city. Most of the time we were in Detroit, right? Now I'm noticing Megan following all the Detroit promoters, right? It was one post I caught. She ended up commenting on my homeboy's post. He's a promoter too down in Detroit. She's like, hey, you know, I'm trying to get on a party. It's just the way she went about it. That's how I knew that they were not cut off for this, because I'm like, you did that on a public post? Like, hey, whatever. So she just made a post, like, a comment on his post, like, hey, I'm trying to get on a party with you, and, you know, let me know, like, what party will be good. And he was just like, who are you? She's like, oh, you know, I'm Megan, and I'm starting a group, and I'm about to be promoting parties. I know you probably heard of Haley and Tish or whatever. And he's like, oh, yeah, I know them, you know, my homegirls, whatever. And then she was just like, I know you do parties with them. He's like, yeah, but I don't know you. Yeah. I'm watching that whole interaction go down. I'm like, yeah, you trying to step on our toes. Like, it's like when it comes to this promoting thing, like, you got to worry about the guys for sure. But even with some of the females, some of them are like really just snakes in the grass. Like, you know, so I'm watching it go down. I don't really care. They ain't got nothing to do with me, right? So somehow Megan creates a group. We're going to call them the Gummy Bears. It's because I'm looking at a bag of gummy bears on the table right now, and yeah. We're gonna call it Megan and the Gummy Bears, right? That's the name of her group. Now, really, to be honest, they're not really a promotional group. They're more of a street team. That's how, okay, I'll say this. if they were serious about promoting, what they should have did was started off as a street team and then just eventually worked their way up to be promoters. But I wasn't here to help them do nothing because I don't like her, okay? So I ain't helping her do nothing. So I see that they coming up with a group. Now we took pictures. We had a logo. We had we had a logo. We had all that. Now they taking pictures. Their logo was similar to ours. It was just like a whole lot of back and forth, right? So I'm just like, Haley, this is all on you. It's all on you because I told you, you got to stop talking so much, man. Like, you be trying to flex. And you be telling people way too much. Now, look. Like, it's a carbon copy out there now. Like, whatever. So I'm telling, not Megan, I'm telling Haley, like, we need to change our logo. We need to upgrade our logo. We need to rebrand because I don't want no one to even think we're remotely close to what they doing. Like, we're not them. I don't want to say we're better than them. We're going to say we got more experience than them. We got more experience than them. We got more connects than them. We got more wins on our belts than them. Like, I don't want to be comparable to them. Because as females, it's already a male-dominated industry. And then you have to find a way to stand out and in a good way, right? So she said, well, I like our logo. It don't matter what you like. Do you want to do this or not? Like, you got to get in your business mind at this point in time. I'm getting irritated with her because it's like, it's too much of your personal feelings in this. Like, you have to understand that if you want to be a brand and you want to be a profitable and successful brand, you got to pivot. You got to keep moving. You do not want to be comparable to nobody else. Like, you shouldn't want to. Like, and anyway, it was time to upgrade our logo anyway, if you ask me. So whatever. I made that logo. I wasn't no graphic artist. Like, I just happened to come up with it. But really, we could have got super copywriters. I think I got that image like off of a stock site. Like, so whatever. Something ends up happening where I guess it's this part is very, 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 very like murky for me because I really truly do not remember exactly why they fell out, okay? But I feel like something was said. Okay, let me tell y'all what I think happened. What I vaguely remember happening, right? So boom, Haley gets drunk, right? And she's with Megan. I guess Haley comes out and says, like, y'all just copying off of Ian Tish. And why y'all stuff looks so similar. She basically was saying what I was telling her, but she did it with the drunk mouth, right? Megan took it like, bitch, you know, like, you ain't the only one that can be a promoter and this, that, and the third. And it wasn't even about being the only promoter. It was about the simple fact that y'all were not original. Nothing y'all did was original. You studied trying to run up behind all of our connects. You asking folks to get on the same parties that we on. Like, nothing about what you're doing is original. Like, you don't even want to do this for the right reason. The only reason why Megan wanted to be a promoter, I believe, was to one up Haley. Like, that is truly what I believe, right? So somehow they just end up falling out. Next thing I know, now I was about to get into the meat and potatoes, right? Y'all, next thing I know, there's a whole war going on Facebook, right? Now, the gummy bears, it was like, I want to say 10 of them all together. That's including Megan. But there are like 5 primaries. Like, it's Megan and 4 other, like, tagalogs or sidekicks, what do you want to call them? Minions. That's what I would consider them to be. They were the main people, right? But it's a total of like 10 of them, like, in this complete group that she found. 10 girls that she found to do this stupid ass shit with. Whatever. So they going in on Haley. Oh, this B thinks she all of that. She thinks she a promoter. She ain't nothing. I heard she be sleeping with the promoters. And all she do, she wear too much makeup. All she always wearing heels. All she always got weave in her hair. Now let me tell y'all this. I really truly believe that these girls were just jealous of Haley. Because like I told you, Haley wasn't ugly. You know, and yeah, she did keep her makeup done. She did have her hair always weaved up, and she did wear heels, and, you know, she liked to look nice wherever she go. What's wrong with that? As a female, that's kind of the reason why we connected. Like, because I want to be with females who care about what they look like when they go out in public. at times it was overkill because I'm like, bro, you wearing that to this? Like, this is a real chill event. But whatever, she can do what she want to do, right? So, but I really feel like they was hating on her. And like I said, she had a lot of eyes on her. So I feel like they was just really, truly hating on her. That's why I really wanted Halle to play her hand better, because like, you got too many females in here that really don't like you, and they gonna pretend like they do, and they gonna get what they can out of you, and then they gonna dip. And that's exactly what was happening with Megan. That's why I wanted her to really, really like keep an eye on that, because I'm like, I never trusted Megan. So whatever. Now here it is. Megan did exactly what I knew she was gonna do. So now all of a sudden, she ain't your friend. Now you her enemy. And when I see this B, I'm gonna smack fire out of her and this, that, and the third. I'm just like, so I'm calling Halle like, what happened? Where they going in on you like this? She's like, I don't know. Like, she's just mad because I told her I felt like she was copying us. I said, you told her that? She's like, yeah. I was like, but when I told you that, you said you didn't think that was the case. And she's like, well, after I really looked at it, I realized, like, yes, she is. I'm like, okay, well, ain't nothing wrong with reflection. You know, things change when you get put with new information, right? So I'm like, but yeah, but why are they all going in? She's like, it's just more like monkey see, monkey do. Like, whatever Megan tell them to do, they gonna do. I'm like, oh, they like that. So that happens. Now, my homeboy texts me, right? He was like, yo, so there was this place that everybody went to every weekend in my city, and we gonna call it the Apple. I don't feel like coming up with nothing else. So my homeboy called, and he was like, hey, you plan on going to the Apple tonight? I was like, no, I hadn't planned on it. Like, I really want to rest, because this particular weekend, we wasn't scheduled for nobody's event. I had like a free weekend. I wanted to sit back and relax and chill, because I never got to do that. I was always in somebody's club, and quite frankly, it was fun, and I made a lot of money, but it was tiring, right? It was taxing on my body too, and taxing on my car, because I'm going back and forth on the highway, right? So I was like, I hadn't had no plans on going to the Apple. He's like, is Halle going to the Apple? I was like, I don't know. I haven't talked to her. I said, but more than likely she probably will. You know, she be in every weekend. That was another thing I told her. I was like, as a promoter, why do you keep going? Why are you frequenting places every weekend? Like, and you ain't making no money from it. I didn't understand that. And I was like, also, you need to be more exclusive. Like, it just hit. I don't know. I was just trying to put her on some game, but she wasn't trying to hear none of that. So whatever. So anyway, I was like, well, I don't know why. He's like, because I heard that Megan and the gummy bears talking about jumping her. No, you're not. No, you're not.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not.
I said, jumping her? He's like, yeah, they talking about jumping on her at the Apple. I was like, oh, no, ain't nobody jumping on nobody. And it ain't finna go down like that. He's like, well, yeah, I'm just letting you know. So I get off the phone with him. I hit up Halle. Halle, yo, you going to the Apple tonight? She's like, yeah, I plan on going. You going? I was like, no. But listen, you need to keep your head on the swivel, because Megan and her gummy bear friends talking about jumping you. She's like, I ain't worried about them. They ain't not gonna do nothing. I'm like, bro, listen, keep your head on the swivel. It is like 10 of them. Okay? And you already don't have a lot of street sense. As like, you're not, she was never like aware of her surroundings, right? So I was like, I'm telling you, I do really need you to be on your P's and Q's tonight, because if they are really talking about jumping you and you by yourself, it's not going to be hard to do. You need to make sure you keep your head on the swivel. She's like, all right, I will. Right? So, after learning the information, I wrestled back and forth like, dang, I really do not feel like going to nobody's club tonight. But at the same time, if people talk about jumping my friend, and I know that may be a possibility, I feel like I need to be there. So, y'all, against my better judgment, because to this day, I regret this. But whatever. And you're going to see why. So, I get dressed. But not to party. I had on a black hoodie, a black Detroit D baseball hat. My hair was pulled back in a bun. I had on some black sweatpants and black Reeboks, because if we got to fight, I need to be comfortable. That's how I'm coming. I'm coming to fight. Like, if anybody think they gonna swing on my friend, we about to be in that boy thumping. It's over with. Like, I'm not coming here to party. Let me tell you something. I had told myself, when you get in here, we ain't drinking, ain't no shots, and ain't no hey, what's up, hellos. It's what's up, what these bitches on, like, right? So I show up to the Apple. Everybody like, what's up, T? Oh, you dress different, because everybody know I don't play that wearing tennis shoes to the club type stuff. But it really wasn't a club. It was just like a hangout for everybody, whatever. But everybody know I'm not a tennis shoe type of girl either. So every now and then, but I'm really not that. So they're like, what you want? I was like, nah, I'm just make sure everything cool. So my homeboy was like, you straight? I was like, I'm straight. I was like, is Halle here? He's like, yeah, I think. He's like, no, she not here yet. Oh, no, she was there. He was like, she just went to the stage, whatever. I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to sit up the front. He's like, everything cool? I said, I'm looking for them hoes. Like, where them bitches at? Like, he's like, oh, man, you're not finna fight them, are you? Yeah, I am. If they swing on my friend thinking they finna jump her, win, lose, or draw, yeah, it's 10 of them, and it's really still only 2 of us. But I'd rather get jumped with my friend than know that my friend about to get jumped and don't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather us lose together than me sit back and know she about to get jumped and then don't do nothing. Like, to me, that's bogus, right? Somebody's been different if I didn't know. But somebody gave me the tip. Somebody told me that it's a possibility. So with that being said, I don't want to just not be there, right? So I'm tired as hell. I don't want to be here. I'm not in the mood. I had no makeup on. Like, I had my contacts on because I need to be able to see, but I didn't want to get my glasses broke. So yeah, that's about as much as I had going on for me. But I'm just like, I wouldn't be able to live with myself if these girls jumped on my friend, and it's 10 of them. Like, I don't know. So the night goes on. Haley's like, hey, I didn't know you were coming. I was like, yeah, I'm only here because I heard dudes may get jumped, and this ain't that. And she's like, see, you a real friend. Keep that in mind. You a real friend. Like, that's so cool. That's so dope that you know you thought that much about me. I was like, yeah, you my friend. Like, anybody. If you gonna jump my friend, you jumping me too. Like, that's just how it's gotta be. So I was like, but it's cool. I was like, are they here? Have you seen them? She's like, no, I don't think they're here. I was like, do you think or you just don't know? She's like, no, I don't know. I said, that's because you're not keeping your head on the swivel. Haley, this shit is serious. Like, do you understand that you are a target now? You are a female promoter. You make a lot of money, and girls hate you. Like, just because of that alone. And then, you know, and then you're pretty. Like, haters. Girls are haters. Like, you cannot move like you got Secret Service behind you, like, whatever. So she goes back towards the stage. Boom. I see 2 of the girls from the Gummy Bears walking. I'm like, oh yeah, bam, we got action, right? So I sit up, because I was kind of sitting back like this, you know, on my phone. But once they came, I set up like, oh yeah, all right, what's up? Like, what we on? So the 2 girls see me, and they kind of looking like they didn't expect me to be there, because I didn't go out like that, like, in my own city. That was never a thing. So they kind of looking like, okay. So I look at them like, okay, right? So they walk in. I'm keeping my eyes on them heavy. Like, it's just them 2, and they the weakest links out of the group. So I really don't think they gonna be on nothing for real. But it's still like, you just don't never know. Like, you can't expect for people to just do what you think they gonna do. Like, it can always switch up, right? So they walking around. I got my every move they make, I'm just like watching them. And I could see Haley too. Haley still on the stage. So they were inching close to the stage. So I was like, yeah, let me get on up. So I get up and I go to the stage and I put my arm around her. They was playing, I never forget they was playing Future same damn time. Right? So I had my arm around Haley's neck and I was like, all right, Gucci, all right, Prada at the same damn time. Right? But I'm like looking straight on, like, if you think you gonna run up on her, think again. Okay? Because it's 2 of y'all, 2 of us. It's going to get real nasty up in this motherfucker now, right? So they looked at me. Once they saw me and they just turned around, they went the other way. Yeah, all right. That's what I thought was going to happen, right? So the whole night, nothing happened. And then I did not want to do this because I'm talking about y'all, I was dog tired, right? But I stayed the whole night just to make sure Haley got to her car and she got home, okay? Because I didn't want to leave and then they pulled some dumb shit, right? So because they didn't leave till like the party ended. So because if they would have left early, then I would have left, you know. But they didn't. They stayed the whole time. So I stayed the whole time just to make sure she got to her car straight. Nobody do no stupid shit, right? So that was that night. Boom. 2 weeks later, right? My cousin's in town. Yes, the same cousin I'm always talking about. Cousin's in town. She's like, hey, what's up? You going to the Apple tonight? I was like, nah, I ain't feeling the Apple. This is another week, yet another week where I ain't had nothing to do. And I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to sit back. So, and I was already going to see my cousin the next day, so I wasn't going to the Apple. So, she was like, okay, cool. So, whatever. I know Haley was saying she was going to the Apple, but I for sure wasn't going. And like 2 weeks had passed, I'm like, if ain't nothing happening, this ain't that, right? So, I was like, yeah, bitches is all talk. That's cool. So, what happens? Oh, okay. So, the night goes on, whatever. The next morning, my cousin is blowing me up. Like, oh, damn. Like, I'm automatically thinking something bad happened with the family, right? So, and I was like, what's up? She's like, yo, what's up with your friend? I was like, what friend? What you talking about? And she was like, Haley. I'm like, what about Haley? She was like, she got beef with the Gummy Bears? I was like, girl, don't tell me them girls showed up to the Apple. She's like, they definitely did. Oh my God, the night that I don't go, that's the night they want to pull up. She's like, yeah. But she's like, okay, so let me tell you what happened. So she says Halle was doing her. She was walking around. She was on the stage, you know, mingling with people, how she always do. And she said, and then the gummy bears showed up. Megan showed up. Now, Megan and my cousin, I won't say they were tight, but they were cool. So Megan was like, oh my God, I know you're in town, you know, all that stuff. So she was just talking to her. So she said she had about 8 bitches with her. She's like, I know some of them, but I was like, who's she supposed to be now? I was like, girl, I guess she a promoter now. She's like, oh, wow. Yeah, I was like, yeah, wow. So, she said, so she said, as the night goes on, she was starting to see it with some animosity, and they was pointing at Halle on the stage. Halle ain't paying no attention. Y'all, what did I tell her? What did I tell her all this time? Keep your head on a swivel. You got 10 girls talking about jumping you, and your head, your back be turned to the door. Like, so she was like, so they caught themselves trying to rush the stage, but security stopped them. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, what did Halle do? She said Halle just was back and back. So the end of the night, well, that kind of ends the party out because they was about to start fighting. So they ended the party early. So they studied telling Halle, come outside, like scary asshole, come outside, come outside. So my cousin was like, let me go get her. She actually real deal scared of these girls. So, so she said, I go in. I said, Halle, come walk with me. If you walk with me, Megan, none of them are gonna touch you because they not gonna touch me, which they ain't. So she's like, so come on, I'm gonna walk you out. Well, she had these group of dudes like, no, she just gonna stay right here until it's safe. She was like, F what they talking about, Halle. Cause if anybody wants your hair, you fight then. Like, you don't hide off in the back of nobody's club. Like, come on, let's go. I got you. Halle was like, no, cause I don't want. She came with some excuse. She didn't say she was scared, but she was just like, I don't want to have to fuck them up or something. It's like, I think you should do it. Like, my cousin was like, Halle, I'm gonna put it to you like this. She's like, I don't understand how you friends with Tish and you this how you ride. She's like, had this been Tish, she's like, should have been skipping outside. Absolutely would have been like making my way downtown, walking fast, looking for bitches that want to beat my ass. Anyway, so she was like, yeah, come on. Like, so she finally get her to come out. By the time they walked outside, she said the girls was gone, right? They was long gone. So she said she got the guys and her walked her to her car. She got home, done deal. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, I went to the Apple 2 weeks ago when they said they was talking about jumping her. I was like, no, only 2 of them showed up and nothing happened. She's like, yep, they definitely waited then. Fuck, man. Now I'm irritated because I'm like, bro, what? So now they all on Facebook the next day, right? Oh, scary ass bitch. That's what I'm talking about. She a scary hoe and she wouldn't even fight me and we punked her ass out and this, that, and the third. So this is where I fucked up big time.
It was at this moment that she knew she fucked up.
And if it had been any other friend, I wouldn't have fucked up. But because it was her, I fucked up. All them making statuses, right? So, Megan's status came up. I commented. I said, if any one of you bitches ever think to jump my friend, it's gotta be on site. It's gotta be. She was like, oh, bitch, bet. Where you at? I said, get her my whole ass address. I wish I still had them Facebook status messages, but I'm locked out my Facebook, so I can't show y'all nothing from Facebook. They took my page. But anyway, I said, I gave her my address, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do you one even better. If you take this street, go straight down, make a right, my house is on the left-hand side. That's how serious I was. She was like, oh, bet, I'm pulling up. Bet that up. My friend, Daisy, y'all remember Daisy? I ain't really talk much about her in the Vegas trip, but my friend Daisy is my friend from college, right? She commented, she's like, and if anybody jumping on my friend, then they gotta see me too. And she was like, oh, where you at? She was like, I don't live in your city, but I don't got no problem coming to your city. All Teach gotta do is give me the word. I said, friend, I got it. Don't worry about it. So that's what I'm saying. That's how my friends ride. We don't play them type of games. Like, ain't nobody jumping nobody, right? I went outside. We had a lawn chair that rocked at the time, right? I went outside and I took that seat, put it at the beginning of my porch and faced the street. Waited for hours. At the time that post was made, it was probably like 5 o'clock. Sun was still up. I sat out there till about 8 p.m. waiting for females, like waiting for somebody to pull up. I had tennis shoes on. I had my hair pulled back. I was ready, okay? Nobody ever showed up. Now, while this is going on, you may ask, what is Halle doing? And the answer is, I have no fucking idea what the fuck she was doing. Because now all of a sudden, they on my head now, right? They done transferred their hate for her to me. So, I ain't made no post. I ain't say nothing. I was like, okay, scary assholes ain't gonna do shit. So I text Daisy. Daisy like, what the fuck bitch is on? I was like, no, ain't nobody show up to my house. Ain't nobody stupid. Like, they ain't want no smoke for real. Like, come on now. She was like, do I gotta pull up? I was like, no, as of right now, no. You good. Don't worry about that. So I ain't worried about them hoes. That's Halle be bad like she's scared of them. I ain't scared of them. They all some weak ass hoes if you ask me. She's like, period. So next day come, now they dragging me. They bringing up old pictures. Like, oh, this her, and we supposed to believe she a promoter. We supposed to believe this, that, and the third, and she another one. She always wearing makeup, and she always doing this, and she be in the club, and she ain't making no money. Baby, who be in the club not making no money? Now I got to be ignorant. So let me tell you something else. Around this time, I was very, very arrogant, okay? So I was like, I had to take a picture of myself, counting money, like, who not making no money at the club? Huh? Huh? Who not making no money at the club? What are you talking about? Who going to the club and walking out with no money? Cause it ain't me. Y'all got me confused with y'all. Oh yeah, we playing that game. I'm flexing now. Like, bitch, don't play with me. I'm never in nobody's club for free. I get paid just to walk through the motherfucker now. Like, I don't even gotta really be doing shit. Just for y'all to put my name on the flyer, I'm getting paid to be there. Are you dumb? And I was like, but y'all the same bitches that's begging to be on parties that my name is already on. I don't call and ask these fools to be on no party. They call me, baby. They reach out to me and say, hey, we got this event going on. Y'all trying to get on? And then there's you commenting on people's posts like, can't we be a part of the party too? Can we promote the party? And you know what happened? They say, yeah, you can promote the party, but your name ain't on the flyer, and they use y'all for free promotion. Ha ha ha. Sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. Whatever. So that happens, right? So I'm going in. We going for tit for tat. I'm the last person you want to do tit for tat with, dog, because I don't know how to stop, okay? So yeah, we doing that, right? This goes on for weeks, right? So they tear every single day I'm waking up to somebody tagging me in something. I just became numb to it. I started laughing and I was like, y'all some funny hoes. All right. So then I caught this post. I told you I'm arrogant. I'm arrogant, but I'm ignorant too at this point in time in my life, right? So we had got put on a party here in the city, right? Now, because I'm always in Detroit and I make a lot of money in Detroit, I taxed them like to even be a part of this event. Like, I'm not doing this for a couple $100 though. I'm doing this for, you gotta pay some money. And they did. So the guys whose party it was, the wood flyer was like, I hope to see everybody there, da 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 da. One of the gummy bears was like, I would come, but I'm not putting no money in they pockets. The dude was like, who pockets? And it was like, me and Halle basically. And they was like, man, you better get off of that. Like, that's too petty. Like, you ain't got no reason to be upset with them. You don't even know why you don't like them. And she's like, oh, no, I know why I don't like them. And I'm not putting no money in their pocket. So here go petty me. Because it's true. Now, one thing I tell you is a joke, but never a lie. All right? So I saw the comment. And I made my own stats like, ha, ha, ha. Anybody who decide not to go to a party because they don't want to put money into me and Haley's pocket, gonna have to sit out all the parties because I'm funding all parties. Like, even if my name wasn't on a party, a lot of times promoters would come to me and ask to invest because they ain't had the money to put them parties off. Who y'all think they was coming to for the money? It was us. Like, so I would tell them, if I put a band into your event, I need 2 bands back. That's how I was making money, so much money, because even if I wasn't promoting parties, I was investing on the side. Like, and so even when y'all say y'all not going to a party, when y'all see our name on there, even if you see a flyer with our name not on it, you more likely putting money in my pocket. Because did y'all think that I was just gonna be a promoter? Like, I was like, you know, good, stay back, but you're gonna have to stay back at all parties, baby, because I'm gonna make money. I'm making money off everything that come through this city. Like, I can't think of too many parties that I either wasn't a part of or I didn't invest in. Either way it go, I made some money off at least. It probably was maybe 2 parties total. My whole promoting career that I ain't made no money. That's just how it was, right? So I shut it down with that. People was on the comment like, damn, that's a flex. Like, yeah, it's a flex. Like, my name ain't gotta be on nothing. I don't gotta say nothing. I'm still making money. All I had to do was come to the party to collect. That's all I was doing, was coming to the parties to collect, and I was leaving. Right? Then there was some events that we got put on as real deal promoters and hosts. Like, that's what we was doing. We was promoting the party, we was hosting the party, all that good stuff. Right? So her making that comment, like, I'm putting money in their pocket. Baby, you put money in my pocket when you think you not. Again, sucks to be you, sucks to be you. That happens because I'm petty. So Haley was like, who you talking about? I was like, who you think I'm talking about? Girl, are you not aware of what's going on? Like, she's like, oh, they still getting on your head. Something about her saying that bothered me. I was like, yeah, they are. And I don't understand where you at. Because the only reason why this happens to me is because I'm defending you. And now you done fell off into the corner somewhere. Like, bro, it's getting annoying to me now. Because, like, they on my head. I'm not even the one they had a problem with. It was you. But then now you just, the same way I was backing you up, you not backing me up. And I don't know. I ain't like that. Whatever. So, I got fed up with it, man. Like, it was just too much. Because between them, all these posts, they messaging folks, asking to be on parties, trying to tear our character down. Luckily, people ain't listening to them because dudes ain't getting wrapped up in that mess. So they want to make money. They not finna stop booking us. That's when we making them money because y'all don't like us. Like, that's not how this work, baby. Like, so I got fed up. I got fed up, y'all. So let me tell you what I did. I went to, wait, I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing nothing first. Oh, wait, we got to go back. So they make that post, right, about they're not putting no money in our pockets, whatever, right? Then another status comes up where, like, when I see me, I'm smacking fire to her, and then I'm going to stump her out. That's exactly how the status went, right? And everyone's like, who you talking about? All the comments like, who you talking about? Who you talking about? And they was tagging my name. And I didn't say nothing. I wanted people to think that I was scared or that I didn't see it. Say nothing. So they called themselves coming to our event to do it, right? So we have a party. Security already knew about it. And they was like, do you need extra security? I was like, I don't need extra security. Because hoes ain't no shit. Like, for one thing. And two, I ain't running. I don't need no extra security. Let them come on. Let's do it. I'm ready. I've been ready. They actually do show up to the party. This is where I was like, Haley, what the fuck do you be on, right? They come to the party. My homeboy was like, T, just stay back. I was like, no, I ain't staying back. So I'll push past them. Like, where they at? Like, let's get it. He's like, no. I was like, no. If they looking for me, a bitch was looking for me. Bitch, here I go.
I heard you bitches was looking for me. Bitch, here I go.
Are you dumb? Like, what we talking about? I'm not, I ain't hiding. I'm not Haley. Like, it is what it is. So, I just feel like if I'm going to war, I feel like Haley should be right there too. Seeing that the whole war is because of you, right? Haley is hiding off by the bathroom. I see her in my peripheral and I'm like, bro, if I get beat up for real, I'm beating her up too. I made my mind up about that. So, they don't worry about it. I was like, no. So, they was like, yeah, bitch, come outside. I said, yeah. So, I'm trying to push past these people, right? Security would not let me. I was really trying to push past because I didn't give a damn, right? They was like, no. So they told security to take them, like, off. But he was like, you kind of strong to be so little. When my adrenaline be pumping, I don't know who I become, like, because, girl, what? So security ends up taking them out. They end up making them leave, right? So I'm hot. I'm like, no, bitches ain't never gonna put it on me and think I'm about to be scared. I ain't no scary ass bitch. Like, I don't give a fuck. It could be 10, it could be 100 of y'all. I'm not backing down. Like, no, y'all said y'all want to do it. Let's do it. Like, it is what it is. If I get jumped and get beat up, then I get jumped and I get beat up. But ain't nobody finna pump me and make me stay back thinking I'm scared. Like, this is not that. I am not that girl. Like, don't get it twisted. Don't let this promoting thing fool you. Like, it can get like that. They was like, no, I feel, you know, that's hard. But, you know, at the same time, we not finna sit back and let them jump you. I feel that. I was like, but then you got to think about it like this. It's going to be some retaliation. Like, if I get jumped and get beat up, oh, we coming back. I'm not taking no L's. So, like, where's Haley? I was like, yeah, good question. Where is Haley? Like, that's another thing. Like, you supposed to be my friend and you just be hiding off and ducking off. I just, girl, what? Like, so, they looking for her. They was like, oh, yeah, I was looking for T. How you looking for me in the bathroom? You know I ain't in no bathroom hiding? Like, so, whatever. That happened. So, listen. After that whole fiasco, I got fed up. I went to the 5 primary girls. I ain't go to all 10 because all 10 don't matter, right? The 5 primary girls, I went to every last one of their jobs. No bullshit. Every last one of their jobs. Because you know the saying, you cut the head, the body will fall? Yeah. So, I go to eat. I'm not going to tell you where they work. Because that's really petty. And at this point in time, actually some of the gummy bear girls, back then we was beat up, but now I ain't gonna say we cool or we tight, but it ain't no animosity. Now me and Megan, no, I don't like her. But anyway, so I go to the first gummy bear job. I was like, what's up? You got a problem with me? She was like, no. I was like, oh, that's funny because you showed up to my party like you want to fight. What's up? She says, that's between you and Megan. Oh, okay, so it's between me and Megan, but you jumping in it. No, I want to see what you on now too. What's up? Got a problem with you? I don't even know you like that. Oh, okay, cool. Bet that up. So I shouldn't hear you mention my name. I shouldn't see you mention my name on no social media platform no more going forward, right? I don't got no beef with you. Okay, that's all I need to hear. Check. 1 down, 4 more to go. Knock them down. 1, 2, 3. Same situation. I ain't gonna beef with you. I ain't got no problem with you. I ain't never want to fight you. That's all I got. Back and forth, right? I got to the head. Because you gotta get the means out the way, right? Megan. I went to Megan's job. Now, where Megan worked, there was a security guard there. Right? I'm like, you gotta be real careful how you play this, but I'm going to get my point across. That's just not, it's not up for discussion. Go to Megan's job. She's the only one there besides the security guard. I said, hey girl, what's up? You got a problem? I said, you said you was slapping fire to me. You was stumping me out. The fire not slapped out of me, and I don't feel no stumping. What's going on? What happened? I'm not about to fight you. I'm too grown. No, you're not. No, you're not too grown. Because I was like, you weren't too grown to come to my party 8 deep to jump on me. You wasn't too grown to make a status telling everybody you was smacking fire at me when you saw me. You was stumping me out. No, I don't want to hear none of that. What's up? Get your boots, get the stumping. Let's get it. What time you go to lunch? You want to wait till you go on your lunch break? You want to go outside and do it then? What you want to do? I'm not about to fight you. I don't even really got a problem with you. It's Haley. Oh, okay. But I told you that if you had a problem with Haley, you got a problem with me though. So you're going to have to either distinguish. You're going to have to put the fire out with both of us, or you're going to have to run the fade. What's it going to be? So she was like, I never had no issue with you. I don't understand why you're getting involved. I'm getting involved because you tried to jump my friend. Which I thought wasn't nobody going to see off of that. Like, and so she's like, I don't have no problem with you. I was like, okay, cool. That's bet that up. I don't want to hear nothing else about this then. I don't want you tagging me in nothing no more. Don't come to my parties thinking you about to do something and you not. I was like, and what's funny about you is you asked my address and I gave you my address, waiting for you to pull up. Nobody did. So what is it? Is it really just more so you want to do it in front of a crowd, or are you really trying to run the fade? Because for me, I don't need a crowd to knock a bitch head off her neck. So like I said, I ain't got no problem with you. All right, cool. Bet that up. So I wasn't done. I went to Facebook. I said, guess what, y'all? I guess the beef is over with, because I tagged each and every last one of them. I went to so-and-so's job to see what the problem was and if we needed to resolve it. And guess what they told me? They ain't got no problem with me. They not trying to fight me. It wasn't even me that was mad at. But for about a good month or so, they've been getting all on my head. I said, but they just told me that they ain't had a problem with me. So I guess I shouldn't hear or see them tag me and nothing else, right?
Anybody need that? All right, don't be popping it about me on TikTok and stuff. Y'all could have got that though. All right, so don't be in them comments trolling on them lives. I'm crashing up.
Oh, every last one of them blocked me. I'm blocked to this day from certain people. Well, I was the last time I knew my Facebook, whatever. So, that was hot, right? So, it was just a lot to that. And then, like, at one point, Megan was just like, okay, the same night that they called themselves about to fight me, whatever, it spilled on Facebook. And she's like, bitch, you can come to my house right now and I can whoop your ass. I said, oh, would that be the same house you got your car repossessed from? Told you I'm petty. Like, that's why you need to not get me started. So it was just a lot of that back and forth, right? So I made that status. And everybody was like, dang, straight hold them, like straight play them. That's crazy. Like, that's gangster though. Like, I was like, yeah, I don't got time to play gangster with the hoes. Like, is it we gonna do it or we not? Like, I don't do the internet thing. Like, I don't got time for none of that. So Haley texted me like, ooh, I'm glad that's over with. Bitch.
The fuck you talking about?
Yeah, no thanks to you. Where was you at this whole time? Like, so it's funny that she said that though, because maybe 2 days after I made that status, they got right back on her head. They got right back on her, like, and she started telling me like, oh, they said this, that. I was like, oh, girl, I'm not going to bat for you no more, because when they was on my head, you went ghost. You was hiding. Like, you was not that girl. You was not about that life. So you need to handle your business. Like, I'm not coming to the apple to save you. If them girls jump you, they jump you. Like, because when they was about to jump me, you was cool. Like, you was running. Like, I got a whole friend that don't even live in the city talking about driving the hour and 30 whatever to get here just to fight with me. You are here, not even 300 feet away, running, scary. You ain't nobody that I would call to go to war. Like, no, like you be talking all that hard stuff like you really about this life and you not. Like, girl, what? I just didn't like how that got played out, and it just put a bad taste in my mouth. That even, it's like you would think that should have ended the friendship, but it didn't. It just made me realize, like, don't get involved in her beef. She got beef with somebody, let her handle that. Like, that's on her pretty much, because. And then there was a time where we had a party, and this around the time where they wasn't really on my head yet. They was still on her, and we had a party. That party was packed to capacity. There was a lot of people there, and my friend Bree, y'all know Bree, she was there. Me and her was both on the stage, but then it was like a piece of the crowd that was like circling somebody, and we thought it was Halle. Baby, me and Bree jumped off that stage like nothing. We was like, watch out, watch out, watch out, because if anybody thought they was gonna put their hands on our friend, another thing coming, because I'm about to go to war. I don't care about being cute. If anybody think they about to, just know it's gonna get ugly, okay? So it's just like when I think about stuff like that, the way me and my friends cut, that ain't happening, baby. You rock, we rolling, okay? So to know that that's how she was playing it, it switched something for me, but it wasn't a hard switch where I wasn't her friend no more, because so much more happened after this. So yeah, that's how that went down. She was super friendly, got done up. She was so green, always trusting folks. Now you got girls talking about they want to beat you up all because they really want your life, and you was about to get them a cheat code to it, which was dumb. And you should have been playing your cards close to your chest. But hey, what can I say? Now, the next piece, I'll give you that next week. You know what? I ain't even gonna say too much about that. We're gonna wait till next week. Oh, I'm Tisha Shanice. We got a whole lot more of this Halle series to go. And yeah, like I said, I already know people going like, you were still friends with her after the fact? Yeah, because at the time, a lot of the stuff I'm telling y'all is hindsight. At the point in time, it may have bothered me, but it wasn't one of those things where I'm so bothered that I don't want to be her friend no more, right? But as time goes on, you'll see how I gradually start to get to that crash out point. We getting there, but we still got a lot more story to go. Y'all got a lot more to go when it comes to Halle, okay? But yo, like I said, I'm Tisha Shanice. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for being patient with me. I'm really trying to get consistent with these story times, because I know y'all looking for the story times, but I do still have my vlogs up, y'all, and I want y'all to tune into the vlogs like I do my story times, okay? Because those take a lot of time to edit, and I'm just giving you a glimpse into my life, and I'm sharing that with you guys, so I want y'all to tune into that too. But I know y'all here for the story time, so I'm definitely gonna get those to y'all. So like I said, I'm Tisha Shanice. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and then tell another friend and tell another friend to make sure that you subscribe to Tisha Shanice, and then like and comment when you get here, okay? Because once you get up in here, it's lit, all right? So yo, y'all be cool, y'all be smooth, y'all be blessed, y'all be prosperous, y'all get y'all joy, y'all hang on to it, all right? With that being said, I'm out. Peace.